What's up, guys? Welcome back to Super Creepy Fridays, episode 2. If you're unfamiliar with Super Creepy Fridays, this is where we get together, the Bug Fam, and we watch scary animated films, short films, and non-animated too. And it's a lot of fun, and you get to see me get spooked, so that's a plus. So without further ado, let's get into the films. I'm ready. Hopefully they give me a good scare, and we'll see what happens. Shrink my cam a little bit. Okay. What? It's Avatar. Oh my god. Oh.
Miss Myers, is something wrong? You're distracting the classroom.
There's a...
Miss Myers, take your stuff.
Collect your things and proceed to Mr. Smith's office now.
I can't move it. I can't move it. It won't move. It won't move.
Oh, that teacher just didn't care. That's crazy. I'd have been like, "Are you okay?"
Come in.
How's it going?
Good. Almost finished this up. You don't have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I did all my homework, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think the math's going a lot better now.
That's my girl. Just don't bite off more than you can chew. Yeah?
The season's 2 months away, Mom.
All right. It's just... I know a lot has happened, Lissa. School? Dad.
I'm fine. Everything's fine.
All right.
Her father must have passed. That one hits me. Uh-oh. Whoa. Stop working. Stupid thing. Oh wait, her leg's still messed up. Ooh, it gave me chills. I wonder if they're gonna explain like the blue arm like grabbing her leg. All of a sudden she can't walk. That's crazy.
Fine.
You sound a little bit...
Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry, you just startled me, is all.
Okay, well,
anything. I just want you to know. I know, Mom. I'm fine. Sorry. You scared me.
It's like some Final Destination stuff.
Well,
Lissa?
Oh my god, help me. Oh, she fell.
There we go. Nice and warm.
Mom, it's freezing in here. Can't feel my toes.
God, you're a trooper.
Oh, it's the weird hand again.
See you in the morning?
Night, Mom.
I'll get it.
She just happened to pull a paper out.
Lissa, what is this?
What's what?
This?
Ooh.
It's a math test.
68? So, what? You're just gonna sit there and lie to
I
me?
didn't lie to you.
Oh, Mom, everything's great. I have plenty of time to exercise all night.
I didn't say I was doing great. I said I was doing better.
Oh, right. That's why you keep it in your backpack.
Yeah, Mom, if the last one was a 32, then a 68 is a lot better. Now you know why I didn't want you to see it.
Excuse me? You know what, Alyssa? I can't see. The doctors can't see. The x-rays can't see. This thing that's holding you back, no one else can see it. So until I can trust you to tell me what's going on, no track this year.
What?
You heard me.
Mom, it's the only thing I like right now.
Well then, do better.
Oh, that sucks. She's like, oh man, she just had to see my paper. That's not Mama. Oh, yeah, it is.
You lied to me, Alyssa. And I'm just glad your father isn't alive to see what you've become.
Wow. That was kind of a low blow. That was a really low blow. Like underground low. Uncalled for, Mom.
I just wanted to thank you. Because, you know, when I got that test back, I was thinking I'd show it to you. That you know how much better I was doing. Then I thought, no, I want to show her something she'd actually be proud of. I don't need to worry about that. Right, Mom? Wait, you can't even look at me? Is that how much of an embarrassment I am to you, huh? I don't care what you have to say. And if Dad wouldn't like it, then he doesn't get a fucking vote either. Do you get that? I'm gonna get back on the team without you. I'm gonna get my grades back without you. I'm gonna get into college without you. And you can be damn sure I'm gonna write you a check for medical bills so that I don't owe you a single thing. Do you get that? Do you? Because I don't know what you can see, but I'm gonna prove.
No! Please fucking hell. I've never went so cold in my life. Jesus.
I'm afraid of you. Do you hear me? I'm not afraid of you. I'm stronger than you. I'm better than you. Do whatever you want to because I swear to God. I can't feel my arm.
Lissa?
I can't feel my arm.
Okay. That was good. Jesus, man. All right. My computer is slow.
Watch new vids.
That was Limp by Crypt TV. I am shook. I that one's I think got me better than all the ones I've seen so far. I was not expecting that. That was good. That was really good. Nice one. Shout out to Crypt TV for that. If you have not clicked that button yet, you better go ahead and click that bell too. Uh, Actually, do I got the bell clicked? Do I have it? I do. Yeah. Okay. So this next one is called. Let's exit this one out. This next one is called Snowman, and this one's by Animated Horror Flicks. Shout out to Animated Horror Flicks. They actually came by and showed me some love. That was awesome. So let's get into this one. It's called The Snowman. Animated Horror Flicks presents The Snowman. Oh, let's exit that out real quick.
I was a struggling ghostwriter, and I thought a break away from the city to spend time at a remote ski resort would be a good way to clear my head and help me get back on my feet.
Creepy.
There weren't any other cabins around, so I was guaranteed a few weeks to reflect and enjoy the isolation. At least that was the case until the final week of my stay, which made this Christmas truly unforgettable. It first started at night when I suddenly woke up. Initially, I didn't know if it was from something I heard or from a bad dream, but either way, I felt compelled to look out the window. Which is when I noticed the snowman in the distance.
That's so weird.
Back when I was a kid, I would have been delighted at the mere sight of a snowman, but that sense of childhood nostalgia was soon silenced by the realization that I wasn't alone out there in the woods. The cabin where I was staying was the only one this side of the valley, so it seemed like a really long way to walk just to build a snowman. Despite the uncanny feeling, I was still far too tired to give it too much thought and managed to sleep through the rest of the night. The following morning, to no surprise, the snowman was still there. I couldn't quite put my finger on it right then, but I got this strange notion that something was different about the snowman. I decided to carry on about my day and didn't think much of it until later at night, when it happened again. I woke up suddenly for no apparent reason. I don't remember having a bad dream, but I guess it's common not to remember the dreams that we have, even the really bad ones. It felt like deja vu, and I found myself once again gazing through the bedroom window. I could still see the snowman, even clearer now. I couldn't quite figure out why, but it gave me this odd sensation. I also started to wonder why the snowman was facing towards the cabin, and why anyone would build a snowman all the way out here.
He's watching.
There weren't any other cabins around for miles. I didn't sleep all that much after that, so the next morning, I decided to head outside the cabin for a closer look. I looked around, but just as I expected, there was no trace of anyone, although it was hard to be sure, considering how poor the visibility was due to the weather. I chose to knock the snowman down just for good measure, since it was already beginning to feel like some kind of bad omen. Maybe I was overreacting, it was just some kids fooling around, but at least I wouldn't have to think about it anymore. Or so I thought. The following night, things got even worse.
Uh-oh.
I woke up again, but now I knew for sure it wasn't from a dream, but a loud thud, like the sound of something hitting the window.
He's like, what's going on here?
I glanced through the window and was shocked to see the same snowman, identical from the day before. I remember turning in quite late that night, and there was no sign of a snowman when I turned out the lights.
It's time to go.
So I was pretty sure that it wasn't a kid's prank. I mean, who would let their kids out this late to build a snowman? And what was that noise on the window? The last thing I wanted to do is go outside in the blistering cold, but I knew that if I waited until the morning, any footprints would most likely be covered by another thick layer of snow. I reluctantly got dressed, stepped outside and walked up to the snowman. Which is when I discovered a single set of very large footprints leading from and to the forest.
Very large.
I couldn't shake this feeling of being watched, and that somehow I had made things worse by destroying the last snowman. So I decided to leave it alone and quickly headed back to the cabin.
Oh shit! Yo, like I didn't notice
The
it
bitter
first
cold
second.
stayed with me that night as I curled up in bed and tried my best to get warm. But the prospect of getting any sleep that night soon came to an abrupt end. The noise on the glass. I recognized it instantly. The sound of a snowball hitting the window. I knew deep down that it could only mean one thing.
It's Benny Boy out there trolling. That's what it is. Oh my god, he's at the window. Jesus.
Needless to say, I didn't sleep a wink that night, and I left the cabin the very next day.
The next day? I would have left
I never knew
immediately.
his name, or ever saw his face, but I came to know him as the Snowman.
Oh, he's in the cabin. Oh man. You're welcome. Thanks for the awesome animation. And that was again the snowman from Animated Horror Flicks. Shout out. Really good stuff. That was really good. That was creepy. And Animated Horror Flicks has a special way of like just making it so eerie. Oh my god. Good job. Alright, so this next one is from A Function. And it's from Alter. Yeah, Alter. Alright, it's called A Function. Alright, let's get it started. Oh my god, what is this classroom? Why is it so dirty? Whoa. You okay, bud? Um. Okay. How did you not notice this next to you? What is going on in this video? Oh my god. Oh, that noise is like messing with me. Please. It's like chalkboard. It hurts. I'm very confused right now. Okay. She's supposed to like solve some super crazy like a problem or she dies or something. Maybe that's what it is. Oh. Okay, you need to stop. That's me when I need food. Oh god, he's getting up. You better write faster. Hurry up. Oh my gosh, she's like... He's getting closer. Hurry up. Oh, her pin's messed up. No. Not having an extra pin in a life and death situation feels bad, man. Poke yourself, use your blood. Oh, she actually did. Did she? She did. Oh, she actually poked herself. So confused as what she's trying to do. Oh my god, this is hard to watch. Jesus, bro, what is she doing? Apparently the other person got it wrong. So she can just go free now? Like... I have a feeling he's gonna be like, wrong! And just like... My Hello Kitty pillow. Oh, did she just go to another room? Wait, what? I think she has to solve another problem. Either that, or she's just like in some kind of personal hell, where she has to keep solving problems to stay alive. Maybe it was like, you know how some people say that your hell is like just the own personal, like you get your own personal hell, or you have to do the same thing over and over. Maybe that's what it was, like a new problem or something. That was pretty interesting. Good stuff from Alter. Good stuff. That thing had me like squeamish. I was like, ugh. All right. So um, this last one is called The Horn-Headed Man, and it is by Llama Arts. I love Llama Arts. So let's check this one out.
Moonlight peered through my window as I jolted awake. My clamorous breaths disturbed the silence of my dark room. I had just come out of a frightful dream that had me thinking it was all too real. With sweat on my brow, I sat up and grabbed my water from the nightstand and took a sip from the now warmed glass.
Cool.
My hands shook as I recounted my nightmare of the horn-headed man. In my dream, I was walking through my neighborhood, the streetlights flickering as I made my way down the uninhabited sidewalk. Nothing threatening, just a walk through the midnight hours. A block down, I could see a figure in the distance, walking slowly towards me. His steps seemed mismatched and labored. He passed a few houses looking straight ahead, neither looking left nor right. His head was fixed on the sidewalk in front of him. As I was getting closer to my home, I could see him slowly starting to embark on my territory. I quickly rushed to my front door and hurried inside. Through my window, I could see him walk past my property. I was thinking to myself, "Oh God, please have him keep going, please." He was just about to walk all the way past my front yard when he stopped.
Ooh.
His body almost shifted abnormally as he turned to face my home. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just standing there. The man bore the horned head of a skeletal goat. His body was pale and looked fragile, and his fingers were thin and bony. I thought to myself, what does he want? Slowly, he started lifting a quivering arm and pointed right at me.
Ooh, that's creepy. He's
I
tunneling.
started to backpedal into the darkness of my house, when all of a sudden he let out an inhuman screech. That's when I woke up.
He was like, "Ree!"
Too frightened to go back to bed, I turned on the television and saw that the local news for early risers was on. My stomach dropped, and my body suddenly turned cold as I listened to the current news report. The news anchor on the television said, "Breaking news. A woman who lived on Columbia Avenue has been murdered. Local officials say that they received an anonymous phone call from the victim's home. We arrived at the house at around 12:20, and we saw the victim inside in a card which rested next to her." The sheriff held up the card. On the back of it, I could see the image of the horn-headed man. The officer started to read. "One down. Slowly I go." He then lifted his head back up. His blood started trickling from his eyes and mouth.
Oh.
I sat there shaking.
What?
And I couldn't breathe. Columbia's just 3 blocks away from me. I jumped out of my bed and ran to my window. Something within me made me want to look outside. That's when I saw him. He just stood there, looking, not moving, just looking. The horn-headed man, his body pale and fragile, and his fingers thin and bony.
Thin and bony. That was creepy. That was a good one. So that was The Horn-Headed Man by Llama Arts. Love Llama Arts. Guys, I'm gonna leave all the videos we watched today in the link, all the links for those in the description below. Make sure you give those guys some subs, man. They deserve it. Great work. Those were some really good vids today. Oh man, those videos made me so cold, man. They were good. But But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed Super Creepy Fridays #2. Uh, let me know which one was your favorite one, and I will see you guys in the next one.